Update on the book, update on the book, update on the book, update. Yeah, I'm logged in. I'm just reading this and everything. So things are moving slowly, but yeah, it's a rewarding process. It's a rewarding process, and I think by the time I'm done with this, I'll have something that I can truly be proud of. So, however long it takes, I'm actually taking a social media break. However long that might be, looks like it's going to be a while. Just so I can focus, just so I can without having these social media distractions. So, for the next however many weeks, I'm mainly use Instagram and X. Yeah, that's more what we use. Unless you find YouTube. Besides YouTube, it's just Instagram and X. Yesterday was interesting. It's about process, man. And it's little things, it's the little details that I am really focused on. For example, with dialogue, like how can you go beyond just what they said? What details can I add to describe how they said it? Because that adds a lot of meaning to your words, and it adds a lot of depth to your So I'm working on that. Just going through, each chapter, just enhancing those details. And also things like when I'm describing or explaining something, explaining the history between characters, or maybe a character's having a long monologue. How can I break that up with action? Just to keep the reader engaged and to help the pacing and all that sort of stuff. Stuff like that. You lose track of time. I don't know if it was a couple hours or just 1 hour. I don't know what it was. I think it might have been like 2 hours or something. Just editing this relatively small segment of the chapter, but I spent a lot of time on it. Really tweaking it to make it really good. It was a process, man. But I eventually got it to a lot of happy. And I was like, okay, let me know. As I said in the previous video, I use AI to rate my work. Out of 5, I say rate this. What do you think this is? And I'll get like a 4 out of 5 sometimes, and then it's just about getting it to a 4.5. And then from a 4.5, I try to squeeze out a few more points, like a decimal point review, like 0 point something. So I've been doing that with each segment of each chapter, not just each chapter. Chapter 3, chapter 4, I think chapter 5. think chapter 4 got a 4.5 or something like that. Chapter 5 right now, so we'll see what that gets. But the previous segment I worked on got a 4.9, which is cool. But the one before I got a 4.5. It's AI, it's subjective. It looks for things that I personally don't look for, so I don't agree with all of its metrics and the way it assesses things. So I don't swear by it, at all. But it's very helpful in pointing in the right direction, It's very helpful in terms of pointing in the right direction. So I just use that as a guide to see that I need to work on it, and I work on it. I spend a lot of time working on it, improving it. Another news thing I remember, the other day I actually watched this video of this guy. He was put on the spot. He was talking about how, so he was asked the question, these street interviews where these people just interview random people in the street. She's like, do you talk to girls a lot? And he's like, not really. I'm just working on me right now, trying to establish myself and my work and all these sort of things. He's doing it. He's trying to make something of himself. And I think that's a great mindset. You have yourself together, and it would be easier to make your case to somebody else. So I think there's a great mindset. So the interviewer is like, no, you need to talk to girls, and what are you talking about? In fact, here's one right now. So you just bring this girl to talk to the guy, and the guy is nervous, and he fumbles, he just makes mistakes, and it's awkward. First of all, I feel like that setting isn't great for that sort of stuff, just because there's cameras on you. People are hoping that you're blocked, because I guess for them it's good content if you make a fool of yourself, all that sort of stuff. So it's not a great environment to be trying to have a genuine moment with someone. So there's that. But also, what I would do in that situation. For me, the way I approach conversations is very simple, because I'm actually trying to get to know you. I don't know if that works in every situation. So in a situation like that, maybe it's very quick. People would just expect banter and all these sort of things. I don't know. For me, I'm trying to have a genuine conversation. Sometimes people aren't trying to have genuine conversations. Sometimes people are just trying to crack jokes and have small talk. So that's not really my style in terms of how I would approach talking to a woman, which is why I wouldn't really put myself in situations where we can't just talk like normal people and have real conversations. So if I'm meeting a girl, it's usually in an environment where the whole point is to talk to other people. The whole point is just to sit down and talk, have real conversations. So, for example, I've been to a bunch of, you can call them house parties, and gatherings, you can parties, gatherings, drinking, like keep hanging out at someone's house, and there's people you've never met there before. It's just chilling. And I've met a bunch of people do stuff like that. It's always nice talking to people in those sort of environments, and you can have great conversations in those sort of environments. It's not too hectic. And for me, I've never really struggled with that, with like talking to girls in those sort of environments, just because it's just, I feel like if you ask the right questions, if you ask them interesting questions, you get interesting answers, you know. And if someone is willing to engage in the conversation, you know, some people don't get the answers, some people are very blunt. So, you know, talking to them is painful. But I think most people are easy enough to talk to. And, yeah, I don't think it's difficult. So, for example, you meet someone for the first time. Hi, my name is Jesse. What's your name? She tells you your name. What do you do? Are you in like university or you got a job? What's going on? She'll tell you about that. Oh, okay. Then you ask questions about that. All these sort of things. There's so many directions you could go off of that alone. As things warm up, you get comfortable. So, you know, so what's your type? All these sort of things. Being playful about it. She'll tell you that. Now the conversation is getting interesting. Yada, yada, yada. And then, you know, you can get her opinion on certain things pertaining to relationships. What did you do if your partner did this? Da, 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 da. Now you're getting to know her. Now you're getting to know what her boundaries are. How she is in the relationship. What's her philosophy in dating. All this sort of thing. And all very simple questions that are easy to come up with, you know, so it's not heavy questions. It's just simple things like what do you look for in a man? What's your opinion on splitting, like on dates and stuff like that? Like these are easy questions, and it flows, man. You just go with the flow. And I've had very interesting discussions based off of that. And I also think it boils down to intention. So for me, the reason why I would approach a conversation with a girl like that, so I wouldn't necessarily flirt or, you know, I mean, some of these things just come off naturally. Just go with the time. If the opportunity presents itself, and if you feel like, you know, she'll be open to it, you can throw in a little flirtatious comment here and there. But it's not really my style. It's not really something I'm good at. And, you know, I don't think about it. It's just, for me, I'm trying to have a real conversation. I think it boils down to intention. My intention is to get to know you, because my ultimate intention is to find a woman I can marry and build a life with and all this sort of thing. That's the only thing I'm interested in. That's it for me. Ultimately, I just want to find someone I can commit to and spend the rest of my life with. I really don't care about all this other stuff, about flings, about casual sex, about, you know, just having experiences, whatever people think is fun. For me, I don't care. I just want to find a person I can give my all to and just commit for all the way. Just, that's it. That's me. I'm good. You know, that's my whole intention. So that shapes the way I approach situations. So when I see something isn't working, or I see them not aligned in certain ways, I don't. I never let it get too far. I never let it get past a certain point where now hearts can get broken and whatever the case may be. Because I know what I want. I know what my goal is. And if I start to see that, yeah, I'm not going to get what I want out of this, I did. I think in this modern era, I think dating has become needlessly complicated. I think things have gotten crazy. You know, it's like a lot of people are in undefined situations where they don't really know what it is. I've been in those, and you have no direction. Some people date for years and years and years, and and before you wonder when you're all this sort of stuff. And I think a lot of that people getting into these relationships without define goals, without clear intention. You just establish what you want before you contemplate it. What it is that you want, honestly, you just want that it is. So like I said, you know, I just want to be in love. I just want to have a great relationship with one person, and I can just pour myself into that, give it all my energy. You know, I love things like getting gifts and just doing whatever I can to make the person feel good and all this sort of stuff. And it's nice. It's nice. And it works best when it's reciprocal energy in terms of like she's appreciative and she does what she can to make me happy, all this sort of stuff. And for me, that's amazing. So that's what I work towards. I've spoken before about how, like, the number one goal in my life is to get married, have children, have a family. More than anything else, my number one goal is to get married and have children. And raise amazing children who I can be very close with. I look forward to that. I look forward to having a home and family dynamic and all sorts of things. It's going to be beautiful. It's going to be amazing. And I don't think anything comes close to that. I don't think anything comes close to that. So it's something I crave for regularly. And I'm just working on myself. So I was talking about that guy earlier who was interviewed and ended up fumbling and being nervous and whatnot. I talked about how he said he was, he doesn't talk to girls because he's just working on himself. He's just building himself. I think that's such a great strategy. It makes it easier when you do get to an age where you're like, yeah. I really need to find a woman and have a family now. It makes it so much easier because, men historically just gotten married at older ages because it takes time for them to build resources and these sort of things. And women want security. They want to know that you can take care of them. They want to know that you can be responsible, all these sort of things. But it generally takes men a while to get there. Generally speaking, of course, some people get married younger. I'm all for it, getting married younger. I think that's great. If you can find someone, that's great too. But as a man, it's just easier to find someone when you can build yourself and mature through this process of building as well. Because it's a challenge, it's work. You're going through things in order to acquire these resources. And it's like you're going on missions or adventures. These adventures, they refine you, they make you a better person. By the time you get to a point where you can be a provider for your family, and yeah, I think even as I am now, I think I'll make a great husband. I think there's definitely areas I could improve and mature and all these sort of things. It wouldn't be smooth sailing, but I think I'll give it my all. I think I'll be dedicated to a family. I'll be dedicated to my wife, and we probably have that one baby at the time. We probably have that one child. Make it work. Make it work. Even now, I'm open to getting married. Now, I always say if I could get married right now, I would. But it's about finding the right person. It's about, it's really just about finding the right person. Really and truly. So whenever that happens, whether it's this year, next year, the year after that, 5 years from now, whenever that is, that's when it is. I'm gonna just focus on it. Okay. For sure. heterosexual relationships, how tricky those can be just because of cultural barriers. Things like not being able to communicate with the close parents because they don't speak English and you don't speak their language. Stuff like that is tricky now. Interracial relationships have high divorce rates because of cultural barriers. If you can figure out those cultural barriers, you'll be fine. You'll be good. You'll be great. The reason why interracial relationships have a high divorce rate is because of cultural differences. People need to be cognizant of these things. A lot of people just jump into relationships when they don't make any sense. Like, they don't make any sense. You got a Christian guy marrying a Hindu woman. I mean, bro, prepare for war. So they're gonna butt heads on crucial matters. I'm not saying it's doomed. Some people find a way to make it work. It helps when the woman is submissive and she's just like, I'll just go along with my husband. He's the head of the household. That does help. But there's still gonna be issues now when it comes to like raising the kids. How do you raise the kids? Because if one person has a strong spiritual conviction in this direction and the other person has a strong spiritual conviction in the opposite direction, good luck. Good luck. So for me, it's just about finding someone who's spiritually aligned with me. I'm Christian, she has to be Christian too. We share similar values, just in terms of cultural values and all that sort of stuff. We have at least some similar interests and stuff like that. I did see this married couple talking about you're never gonna find someone 100% of what you need, because we all have blueprints for our perfect partner. But this married couple, they've been married for a long time. They were saying you're never gonna find someone who's 100% a match. You might get 70%, you feel like the 80%, but it's never gonna be 100%. And they did say part of it is making that person your ideal partner. It's a process of melding into each other, becoming one, developing synergy. So you can learn certain things along the way for sure. You can pick up some of her habits, you can pick up some of yours. You can become better than your partner over time. So I do keep that in mind. Like it's not about finding 100% match, just finding someone who's aligned in the key areas, like the things that matter most, like faith, cultural values, political values, what else? She's intellectual. We can have stimulating conversations. And from there we can figure it out. I really think it's faith and just our cultural and our spiritual values. Those two things, if we're aligned in that, and I find you reasonably attractive, we can figure the rest out for sure. We can figure the rest out over time. Word to the wise, man. You need to find someone you're aligned with. A lot of people out here just jumping into nonsense that doesn't make sense. And it never ends well. Yeah, some people make it work, but it's not advised that people do that. As much as glory. I like to pray at the end of my life, so get Father God, I thank you for the emotions right now, thank you for the home and youth and guiding me all spirits, please for spreading purpose. Thank you for blessing this person's wonderful people in the love, for love, for good, and being up super excited, and thanks for enabling me there to do the same thing. Thanks for blessing this person with love and marriage and sustaining love and love. It makes me very, very, very happy. Thank you for blessing this person with a spirit of gratitude so they can give thanks for all the wonderful things in their life. And giving thanks, they can find peace, contentment, and attract even more blessings. Let your presence be followed in this person's life, so they know your God, let your will, let your love, they always be there for them. Good health, long life, and happiness over this person, everyone they care about. In my name, praise Jesus, I praise you.